And we're live. Wow. Hello, everyone. Again, for the second time today, we are doing a double stream today. Earlier today, we did a mutual aid stream. And today, right now, we will be talking about the unhoused and housing crisis in America, its societal impacts, and my personal experience with it. So we have two viewers. Hello, viewers. Welcome. So thank you so much for being here. Please feel free to comment and tell us how you are, who you are. Oh, hello, Gira. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome. Who else is here? Who else do we have joining us? Where are you from? What time is it? What have you done today to make a difference in your community? Do you have a personal experience with being unhoused or know someone who's been unhoused or is currently unhoused? Are you being impacted currently? How is the housing crisis currently impacting you? I like to have this as interactive and conversational as possible and really, engage with you guys. So please feel free to comment away. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback, anything, please comment right here. Or if you want to directly message me, I didn't change my thing. My Venmo is also my Twitter at live_Romano. And you can follow me on there where I do my updates for mutual aid. And what else about Twitter? You can DM me directly on Twitter if you would like to, if you have a question, comment, concern, feedback, anything, you can get directly in contact with me through Twitter. So, it says I only have one viewer right now. I was hoping we'd have a few more, but let me hit this blunt and we'll wait for a crowd to come. Ow! Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for commenting. That is great. Yes. That's so great that you are able to afford rent right now. Has your rent gone up? Oh, hello. Welcome. Green Wiccan or Gira. Has your rent gone up in the past 2 years? Or are you in a rent stabilized place? We have two more viewers. Do you want to tell us about your housing situation? If you know anyone who's currently unhoused or has been unhoused, how are you guys being impacted by this? So please, feel free to share your experiences, comment, directly message me on Twitter, which is also my Venmo. Yes, it has. Yeah. Do you want to tell us when did you just get a rent hike? Because I was not, before I was in this new place that I'm in, that I would not be in without my dad as a co-signer, because one of the requirements for apartments these days, which I totally forgot about, and I don't remember this being a thing when I was applying before, even in 2020, even in 2020, was that you have to make 3 times the rent. There was even a place that said you had to make 6 times the rent. So these requirements are insane. So yes, I would not be able to afford this apartment or even get accepted to this apartment without my dad as a co-signer. So many people are struggling over the past 2 years to acquire housing because I kind of have this covered in some of my notes right here, but rent over the past 2 years since COVID has skyrocketed, and mortgage rates. I believe just before COVID, like a $3,000 mortgage would be enough for like a $700,000 home, and now that is just barely affording like a $450,000 home. So let's see, first of the year and expecting another. Oh my God, that's insane! They're going to raise it again. That's insane. Oh my God. I have no permanent home. I'll never afford an apartment or house. Oh my God. Do you want to share a little bit about what your current housing situation is and what brought you into it. I was living in a trailer before this at an RV park where we paid rent, and that rent has been the same for a long time, which is part of the reason why actually RV living has gotten so much more popular over the past couple of years, is because it's usually actually cheaper to rent a lot than it is to rent like an apartment, which I'll also get into with some numbers. But like, to put it into perspective, the lot that we were renting was $850, which I don't know any one bedroom apartment in the country that you could afford for $850. I mean, I just barely know a place that can cover a studio here in Baltimore. And so we were renting. We had the RV. We were renting at a spot at RV park, an RV and marina. And then as our family grew and I decided I really wanted to have more space for the mutual aid that were, oh, here we have a comment. I'm staying with a relative. Last place was a rent sharing arrangement, but the primary leaseholder pocketed my rent and stole. Oh my God, that's horrible. I'm so sorry. That sucks. Well, I'm glad you're in a safe spot right now. Hopefully, you will have a permanent home one day, because the revolution will come and we'll make housing a human right for everyone, and we'll have a housing first solution. So hopefully you will have a permanent home one day. Hopefully everyone will, because that's a human right. Having access to housing, clean water, clean food, education, and healthcare are, and I would even say Wi-Fi. It's 2022 now, almost 2023. Those are all things for that are absolutely should be human rights at this point. Oh my God, that sucks. That sucks. I'm so sorry you went through that, but I'm glad you're very much out of it now. But hopefully you can get some justice for it. That sucks, obviously, that you ever had to be in that position to begin with, and that they took advantage of you. I'm really sorry that happened. So, we're low on viewers tonight, I guess. Just the two of you guys. Thank you for joining me. Here, support a local business. This is Rise Up Coffee, local in oh, I'm sorry you feel so hopeless right now. I can definitely relate to that. And you are not alone in that feeling, as many people are right now, especially people who are on the streets. But there are people fighting, like, the people that are watching the stream right now. We're fighting for a better world, and to make this not yay, thank you. We're fighting for a better world to make the changes and radical systemic changes that we want to see in the world. And we're starting, right where we can in our communities, and building up with that and connecting with each other. But yeah, I gotta admit, sometimes I feel pretty bleak about the future as well. And that's been definitely, it feels more so lately. So okay, I'm gonna hit this blunt, and then we're gonna dive right into this. And we're gonna start with a little bit of the research that I did, and maybe talk about that as well. And then I will go into my personal experience with being unhoused and how that impacted me and where I am now. So, without further ado, let's go. You can see my baby's asleep. I don't want to disturb them right now. I don't want to get them all worked up. But 1 second. Oops, my notebook. Logan, Bella Jean, Zulu. Oh, wow. I have a friend who's living out of his truck in California. Wow. Yeah, tell them about this stream. Have them join. Sharing this video, sharing any of my videos is a great way to help support this work. Especially if you can't donate, sharing, retweeting, commenting, boosting, that's all free. So if you can help support that way, that would be amazing. We are trying to raise money. We are trying to raise money for mutual aid kit supplies that I'll assemble and distribute to our friends who are unhoused. Mutual aid kit supplies consists of stuff such as protein bars, shakes, masks, COVID tests, deodorants, soaps, Band-Aids, Neosporin, multivitamins, and socks. So we are trying to get some of those supplies so that I will get money to buy that supplies so that I can go to Sam's Club, buy all that supplies, post the receipt. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully, I just lost my train of thought. Oopsie, I just lost it. Hopefully, whatever. It'll come to me. Okay. What else? All right, y'all. Without further ado, it's a quaint little crowd tonight. Hopefully we have some more people. Hopefully people are out enjoying their weekend right now. And they'll come back and view this video at their leisure. Oh, mutually. We are trying to raise, so far we've raised $47 out of $350 to buy mutual aid kit supplies. We have a friend who over in the UK who has kindly offered to buy some supplies and mail it to me directly. So I'll have some of the supplies and I can package them up myself. And anything else? That's about it. Yeah, the goal, we're trying to raise money for mutual aid kit supplies right now. Would really like to get that before. I would love it if we could get it before Thanksgiving. I know that's probably not going to happen though. But maybe before the end of the year then, or before Christmas. And we can distribute the kits that way before Christmas. That would be great. So let's talk about what's going on with the housing market right now. So to begin, the housing crisis, we say that. And the first thing is, well, it's lack of affordable housing. Okay. Why can't people afford to rent or do a mortgage? Currently, the federal minimum wage it literally disgusts me to say this. Like, this is repulsing. Is $7.25 per hour. And it was last raised in 2009. And I think, we were in very much a similar recession and housing market crisis back then. And, recently there was that whole push for Fight for 15. And the fraud squad just totally left it to die. And that is now gone. And, went $15 back then. Now it's more like $30 for a living wage at the minimum. If it was adjusted for inflation, it'd probably be closer to 50. So again, the current federal minimum wage is $7.25 per hour. That again is the federal minimum wage though. So that varies by state. And I think in my research, there are many states that have higher than that as the minimum wage. but there, I think, are 5 states that do not have a higher rate than the federal state minimum wage. So with that minimum wage workers need to clock over 50 hours each week just to afford a 1-bedroom apartment. And if in certain parts of the country, like in New York City, someone has to clock over 111 hours per week to afford a 1-bedroom apartment. Again, in New York City and parts of the country, anywhere in this country, you have to work over 50 hours per week at the minimum wage to afford a 1-bedroom apartment. You have to work more than a full-time job to afford a 1-bedroom apartment. In certain areas of the country, such as in major cities like New York City, someone has to work over 111 hours per week. I don't even know how that's humanly possible, but you have to work over 111 hours to afford a 1-bedroom apartment. So, roughly how many people in the United States are currently unhoused? The best data research suggests that, and this has actually gone up since COVID. Pre-COVID, it was around 500,000, probably about 500,000 to 1 million. It has now gone up to approximately 600,000 to 1.5 million people are unhoused in the United States. Guys, it's okay. Lay down. Logan, no, it's just our neighbors. Look, here, I'm going to put the window down. Nope. Get on the bed. Logan, sorry guys, one sec. On the bed. Logan, August. Get on the bed. Thank you. Lay down. You can look out the window. That's fine. Where was I? Okay. So roughly the highest estimate, which is pretty high, is that approximately 1.5 million people are unhoused in the United States. Okay. That's a big number. So Logan, I swear to Christ, stop. No. Bella, lay down. Bella Jean, lay down. Logan, August, I need you to lay down. Nope, I don't need you to do that. It's okay. Thank you. That's a big number. 1.5 million people. That's a big number. To put it in perspective, there's approximately over 16 million homes that are vacant in the US right now. And also that, so the approximate percentage of people who are unhoused in the United States is about 0.2% of the American population. 0.2%. Okay. The approximate amount of vacant homes in the United States is over 16 million, which is approximately 10.7% of properties in the United States being vacant. Okay, let me throw those numbers at you again. Approximately 0.2% of people in the United States, approximately 600,000 to 1.5 million people, are unhoused in the United States right now. We currently have over 16 million plus vacant homes, which is approximately 10.7% of homes in America right now are vacant. So so when I first started doing some of this research, I was getting all the bullshit news propaganda about how there's an underproducing market of houses, and the amount of people demanding housing exceeds the amount of available homes. That is utter bullshit. That is just straight up fascism propaganda. That is just straight up utter bullshit. Oh, hello. Trulip just popping in to say night power. Oh no, I hope everything's okay. Thank you for popping in, Kate Socialist. I really appreciate it. One sec, I'm gonna hit my blunt. So 10.7% of homes are vacant. 0.2% are homeless. Sounds like to me, not a mathematician or anything. Sounds like to me, we could give everyone a home and then some, have some left over for people to do their fucking Airbnbs and Verbos and whatnot. We could still have some left over. Are you kidding me? And we're not out in the streets right now demanding, and people aren't just squatting in houses right now saying, this is my house now because I need a home and it's vacant. So fuck you. Fuck landlords. Fuck this illegitimate government and laws. This is my home now. If we started a mass movement of squatters, we're the power here. We're the working class. We are the 99%. We hold the power. They are the one tiny percent. They're a handful. We're the billions. So okay. What else do I got? Overall, 66.6% of the total homeless population of the United States is single individuals, with the remaining 33.3% being families. I don't even know. Honestly, that statistic leaves me speechless about how we can still have so many single individuals and families that are homeless in so many millions upon millions of vacant homes available in the United States, just in the United States. And we are refusing to house these people. This is a policy choice. Let's be clear. This is very much a choice. It is a policy choice to perpetuate poverty and not give people affordable housing, sentencing them to a life on the streets, which they usually will then get arrested in a sweep or lose all their belongings. And if they do get arrested, they end up in the prison industrial complex, for-profit prisons, working as slaves, because in America, slavery was never abolished. It was merely reformed with the 13th Amendment. They do not teach you that in schools. That was a new fact for me, which is, I hate to admit, that I learned that by watching the film 13th. That was like earth-shattering to me. But it finally started. It was a huge piece of the puzzle that finally clicked, that really started to connect. Hello, everyone. We got some more people joining. Hell yeah. There's no doubt we should take over. The government could solve our problems with the oligarchs and greedy and alone. Hell yes. That's the attitude I like. That's the energy we're here for. Hi, Ware. Welcome. We absolutely should take over right now. There is absolutely, the only thing stopping us right now is fear. Fear of retaliation, of more violence and oppression. But guys, what do we have to lose? We're literally facing extinction. Our planet is to become uninhabitable within the next couple decades. We've already made thousands of species go extinct. Like, what do we have to lose? Really nothing. Really nothing. We have nothing to lose but our chains. That's what I'll say. So, one sec. So, yes, absolutely. Hello, Ware. Hello, Gara. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Okay. Where were we? Taking back our power. That's where we were. Fucking movement. A mass squatters movement. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because actually the only thing standing between us and taking over is, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's probably police brutality and police retaliation. And the fact that we've militarized our police departments across the country into the military. It's the military in domestic soil. So the fact that we've militarized our police and hello Aman, thank you so much for joining us. The fact that we are not doing, I mean, strikes are still happening. That's great. Yes, planning communes. I love it. Oh my God, I've actually debated moving to a couple times. But it's one all the way in Wyoming, and I was like, oh my God, I can't uproot my life and move to Wyoming. If you know of any East Coast communes, please let me know. I could do that, but Wyoming is a little too northwest for me. So yeah, communes on the East Coast, please let me know. Let's start our own. I don't care. Let's just get a farm and let's get it. I don't know. Let's just fucking do it. Because ultimately, I don't know if I saw it on Twitter today or while I was doing my research for this, but they said there was something about how we're not going to be able to feed the population that's supposed to reach 10 billion by like 2030. So, if you're not already, please start growing your own food. It's very fun and easy. Now that I'm in a bigger place with a yard, I have more grow bags and I have some seeds that are ready to go, but it's winter now, so I don't know if I can plant them. But you don't really need much to grow your own food. I am by no means an expert. But I can get you in touch with some people who are, if you're interested in doing it. If you're growing your own food, yes, Bill Gates is now the largest private farmland owner in the US. That is horrifying. That is absolutely horrifying. That bazillionaire is the largest farmland owner in the United States. That is fishy. And okay, so I've been having this conversation with a friend, little off topic, but we've been debating, and I haven't brought this up yet because I totally forgot about this until the other day when I saw it trending on Twitter. He thinks that our world leaders are too incapable and incompetent to work together for some mass depopulation, horrible extinction plan. Especially with COVID's response. He just doesn't think it's possible. And I have been in that mentality too. Like, you're right. Like, we couldn't even stop for a pandemic and things just have gotten worse. But then I remembered all about the New World Order and the Great Reset. And these are not conspiracy theories. These are actually very much facts. And if you don't believe me, let me show you. Let me share my screen. All right, 1 second. Present. Share screen. All right, everyone. You're having a view in Liv's world right now. All my tabs are open. The Great Reset. Okay, guys. So literally, the Great Reset is a plan. It's actually a plan that was here from Wikipedia, but I can pull up another source. But just to read a little brief statement about it, is the Great Reset Initiative is an economic recovery plan drawn up by the World Economic Forum in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The project was launched in June 2020 with a video featuring the then Prince of Wales Charles released to mark its launch. So again, The Great Reset Initiative is an economic recovery plan that was released at the World Economic Forum, the WEF conference, back in June 2020. And I believe it's by Klaus Schwab's. Wait a minute. Here, this is literally the website dedicated to the Great Reset, okay? This is the World Economic Forum's website on the Great Reset, okay, guys? See, like, if you're suspicious about something, if something's telling you it's a conspiracy theory or whatever, you know, like, really try and challenge that urge, because if you're like me, more and more of these conspiracy theories just end up becoming facts. And more so facts that the establishment are actively trying to suppress and divert our attention from. So, okay, accept all cookies, whatever. So, the Great Reset. Again, this is a page on the World Economic Forum's website all about the Great Reset. This is an urgent need for global stakeholders to cooperate in simultaneously managing the direct consequences of the COVID-19 crisis. To improve the state of the world, the World Economic Forum is starting the Great Reset Initiative. So, here we go. Let's read the context. The COVID-19 crisis and the political, economic, and social disruptions it has caused is fundamentally changing the traditional context for decision-making. The inconsistencies, inadequacies, and contradictions of multiple systems, from health and financial to energy and education, are more exposed than ever amidst a global context of concern for lives, livelihoods, and the planet. Leaders find themselves at historic crossroads, managing short-term pressures against medium and long-term uncertainties. Okay, I know what you're thinking so far. Like, okay, Liv, like, this doesn't sound so bad. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is okay. They're just trying to, like, handle the response to COVID. Let's read their opportunity, and then we'll dig in a little deeper. As we enter a unique window of opportunity to shape the recovery, this initiative will offer insights to help inform all those determining the future states of global relations, the direction of national economies, the priorities of societies, the nature of business models, and a management of a global commons. Okay, get that phrase, global commons. What do you think about that for a second? Drawing from the vision and vast expertise of the leaders engaged across the forum's communities, the Great Reset Initiative has a set of dimensions to build a new social contract that honors the dignity of every human being. Interesting. Because how I remember Mr. Schwab, or whatever his fucking name is, the president or whatever of the World Economic Forum, whose dad was a Nazi, was him saying, you will own nothing and you will like it. So let's see. So again, guys, we're just kind of going through their page right now, but I just wanted to show this to you and show, like, this is very much real and like an accessible thing that exists. But let me hear our mission. Public-private cooperation. Oop, those are my cats. The forum engages the foremost political, business, cultural, and other leaders of society to shape global, regional, and industry agendas. It was established in 1971 as a not-for-profit foundation and is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. It is independent and impartial and not tied to any special interests. The forum strives in all its efforts to demonstrate entrepreneurship in the global public interest while upholding the highest standard of governance. Moral and intellectual integrity is the heart of everything it does. Our activities are shaped by a unique institutional culture founded on the stakeholder theory, which asserts that an organization is accountable to all parts of society. The institutionally carefully blends and balances the best of many kinds of organizations from both the public and private sectors, international organizations, and academic institutions. We believe that progress happens by bringing people together from all walks of life who have the drive and influence to make positive change. Again, right here, they are still not explicitly saying that this is a capitalism takeover plan of global commons. They didn't say that part. There it is, Klaus Schwab. That's his name. And if you don't believe me that his dad is a Nazi, was Klaus. Here you go. This is his father, right? This is his father. Wait a minute. Let's see. Oh, here. Let's open this Newsweek article. This will be interesting. Let's see what the Newsweek says. Oh, I have a feeling this is going to be propaganda trying to squash that. Klaus Schwab has been a frequent target of conspiracy theorists who have invented claims that he was related to the Rothschilds and that he wrote for 4 billion people would die through planned pandemics. Because that doesn't seem like that's happening at all. Yep, they're trying to squash this as propaganda. Here's a video about it. Okay, we're not going to go to leave. We love Trump. We do not love Trump. We don't like Biden either, but we definitely don't love Trump. This is interesting. I've never been on this before. What? Let's see. See, this is what I remember. Photo of Nazi military. Photo of World Economic Forum founder and his Nazi father. False. So, okay. So, apparently the image was let's see. What? I don't know, guys. Let's see. He was born in Nazi Germany, though. So this is still list of Nazis. Holy shit. Okay, I know I'm getting off topic. Sorry, let me pull up StreamYard. Here, I'm pulling you back, guys. I'm back up. One sec. Oops. Yeah, that's the same ritual. Yep. All the granddaddies not our problem. Yeah. Yes. Good point. Some of the rich people in the world are believed to have a deep. Yeah. Yes, as I am learning, as I have now found out through the Great Reset in the New World Order, our corporate public-private partnerships are corporate speak for publicly funded, privately owned or run. Public pays. Thank you. I appreciate that. So that is what the Great Reset's plan is for, again, we pay for everything like we are currently doing, like how we're funding the military industrial complex. And yet we get nothing. We don't have healthcare. We don't have affordable housing. We still have to pay to survive. We are not thriving. We are barely surviving. And you know what? That's okay though, because if you don't like that, you can go back to being a slave in our for-profit prison industrial complex. So those are your options. You either own nothing and love it, or you're a slave. Those are your options currently. I can believe that, Garrett Brown. However, there is more than enough food, etc. See, I would think so too. But I have also heard stories about food factories being systemically burned down and not. And there was, the just thousands of cattle dying and stuff. Like, sketchy shit is happening right now where they're definitely trying to target the food supply to expel their propaganda on this depopulation agenda. So, oh my God, we have 8 viewers. This is like a new record. I love it. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are kind of going on a conspiracy theory twist right now, where we are talking about how the 1%'s plan for a new world order or the Great Reset has impacted what is currently the unhoused and housing crisis and its societal impacts. So we're breaking it down. So stay tuned. True, but we've seen how greedy the rich can be. Greed makes people obsessive. Good points. True. And that's usually the outcome under capitalism. Great. All true points. So let me get back to, okay, I don't want to get too off point. This is all I need to know. Was Klaus Schwab born in Nazi Germany? He was born in 1938 during the German Reich. Yeah. And we don't think his dad or his parents were Nazis. Yeah, that's pretty much all I need to know. And then as someone also just said about all the people who are high-ranking officials in NATO or other parts of the U.S. government and public agencies were Nazis or are the offspring of Nazis. Do you guys want me to play this video? Let's see this. No, you can't. I have to share my video. I have to share my sound. Never mind. Let me do the Davis Manifesto. In the age of the fourth industrial revolution, guys, that's what they're saying we're in. Oh, so Mr. Schwab says the World Economic Forum is releasing a new Davos manifesto, which states that companies should pay their fair share of taxes, show zero tolerance for corruption, uphold human rights throughout their global supply chains, and advocate for a competitive level playing field. Okay, how is that revolutionary? Whatever. Why we need the Davos manifestos for a better kind of capitalism. Here we go. Better capitalism, you guys. Better capitalism. Why didn't someone else think of this? Stakeholder capitalism is gaining momentum in part thanks to the Greta Thunberg effect. It offers the best opportunity to tackle today's environmental and societal challenges. The World Economic Forum is launching a new Davos manifesto. What kind of capitalism do we want? Actually, I want none. Thank you. But I guess I don't matter. That may be the defining question of our era. If we want to sustain our economic system for future generations, we must answer it correctly. Generally speaking, we have three models to choose from. The first is shareholder capitalism, embraced by most Western corporations, which holds that a corporation's primary goal should be to maximize its profits. The second model is state capitalism, which entrusts the government with setting the direction of the economy and has risen to prominence in many emerging markets, not least China. But compared to these two options, the third has the most to recommend it. Stakeholder capitalism, a model I first proposed a half century ago, positions private corporations as trustees of society and is clearly the best response to today's social and environmental challenges. Shareholder capitalism, currently the dominant model, first gained ground in the United States in the 1970s and expanded its influence globally in the following decades. Its rise was not without merit. During its heyday, hundreds of millions of people around the world prospered as profit-seeking companies unlocked new markets and created new jobs. One sec, Bella's eating the rope. That's not your bone. Stop it. This is your bone. This is your bone. That's Logan's. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. During its heyday, hundreds of millions of people around the world prosper as profit-seeking companies unlock new markets and created new jobs. But that wasn't the whole story. Advocates of shareholder capitalism, including Milton Friedman and the Chicago School, had neglected the fact that a publicly listed corporation is not just a profit-seeking entity, but also a social organism. Together with financial industry pressures to boost short-term results, the single-minded focus on profits caused shareholder capitalism to become increasingly disconnected from the real economy. Many realize this form of capitalism is no longer sustainable. The question is, why have attitudes begun to change only now? The Greta Thunberg effect. One likely reason is the Greta Thunberg effect. The young Swedish climate activist has reminded us that adherence to the current economic system represents a betrayal of future generations, owing it to its environmental unsustainability. Another related reason is that millennials and Gen Z no longer want to work for or invest in or buy from companies that lack values beyond maximizing shareholder value. And finally, executives and investors have started to recognize that their own long-term success is closely linked to that of their customers, employees, and suppliers. So again, guys, this is about better capitalism for us all. The result is that stakeholder capitalism is quickly gaining ground. The change in direction is long overdue. I first described the concept back in 1971, and I created the World Economic Forum to help business and political leaders implement it. 2 years later, attendees at the forum's annual meeting signed the Davos Manifesto, which describes the firm's principal responsibilities towards its stakeholders. Now, others are finally coming to the stakeholder table. The U.S. Business Roundtable, America's most influential business lobby group, announced this year that it would formally embrace stakeholder capitalism. In so-called impact, investing is rising to prominence as more investors look for ways to link environmental and societal benefits to financial returns. Okay, there's still a lot. Oh, maybe we'll finish this. We should stakeholder capitalism at Davos. We should seize this moment to ensure that stakeholder capitalism remains the new dominant model. To that end, the World Economic Forum is releasing a new Davos Manifesto, which states that companies should pay their fair share of taxes, show zero tolerance for corruption, blah, blah. I already read that. Corruption, uphold human rights throughout their global supply chains, and advocate for a competitive level playing field, particularly in the platform economy. But to uphold the principles of stakeholder capitalism, companies will need new metrics. For starters, a new measure of shared value creation should include environmental, social, and governance, ESG goals, as a complement to standard financial metrics. Fortunately, an initiative to develop a new standard along these lines is already underway, with support from the Big Four accounting firms and led by the chairman of the International Business Council, Bank of America's CEO, Brian Moynihan. The second metric that needs to be adjusted is executive remuneration. Since the 1970s, executive pay has skyrocketed, mostly to align management decision-making with shareholders' interests. In the new stakeholder paradigm, salaries should instead align with the new measure of long-term shared value creation. So people can still make a lot, but it's on a new measure of long-term shared value creation. Cool. New capitalism, guys. Finally, large companies should understand that they themselves are major stakeholders in our common future. Clearly, all companies should still seek to harness their core competencies and maintain an entrepreneurial mindset, but they should also work with other stakeholders to improve the state of the world in which they are operating. In fact, this latter proviso should be their ultimate purpose. Okay, we're almost done. An incredible opportunity for leaders. Is there any other way? State capitalism, its proponents would say, also pursues a long-term vision and has enjoyed recent successes, especially in Asia. But while state capitalism may be a good fit for one stage of development, it too should gradually evolve into something closer to a stakeholder model, lest it succumb to corruption from within. That's what they're saying about communism, guys, that it is going to succumb to corruption, as if capitalism hasn't already done that. So, business leaders now have an incredible opportunity by giving stakeholder capitalism concrete meaning that they can move beyond their legal obligations and uphold their duty to society. They can bring the world closer to achieving shared goals, such as these outlined in the Paris Agreement and the United Nations Sustainable Development Agenda. If they really want to leave their mark on the world, there is no alternative. All right. Okay. Let's go. Hello, Amon. Wait a minute. I'm trying to eliminate capitalism from my diet. Very good for you. Very unhealthy. Need off-grid communities. Yes, I agree. That would be great. I would love to start one with y'all. Milton Friedman was a shock doctoring ghoul who, with his Chicago boys, disseminated Latin America. Holy shit. That's terrifying. I only learned more and more horrible things about what the U.S. has done to Latin America and South America. It's really fucking horrible. I don't even know another word to call it. It's just devastating. Okay. So, anyways, that is the World Economic Forum's plan, the Great Reset, to give us better capitalism. Again, this is a plan. You can access it yourself. Here, I'll even put the link in the chat. Wait a minute. Let me go back. Let me go back. There it is. Oh, shit. There we go. Oh, my God. Sorry, guys. I'm technologically challenged. This is the link. This is very much a real thing. Oh, cool. Let me please read The Shock Doctrine by Naomi Klein. Oh, my God. Please DM me that. Please. I need new book recommendations. Please, please, please DM me so I don't forget. Thank you so much. Okay, so that is the Great Reset. In line with making this happen, as in like we needed a reason to get the Great Reset, is let me throw out there to you. No, sorry. What's it called? Yes, eventual one. Thank you. Guys, I need you to lay down. Nope. Mama's busy. Stop. Here we go. In October 2019, Microsoft founder Bill Gates, who together with his wife runs the richest, most powerful foundation in the world, co-organized a simulation exercise on a worldwide corona epidemic. In October 2019, Microsoft founder Bill Gates, who together with his wife runs now his ex-wife, this is back in May 2020, runs the richest and most, excuse me. Thank you. No, I don't want to hear it. Nope, you can lay right there. Don't bother your sister. Runs the richest and powerful foundation in the world, co-organizes simulation exercise in a worldwide corona epidemic. Videos were posted documenting the exercise, but intriguingly, Gates now denies such an exercise ever took place. Why? On April 12, 2020, Bill Gates in an interview to the BBC, "Now here we are. We didn't simulate this. We didn't practice. So both the health policies and economic policies, we find ourselves in uncharted territory." This is the same person who just 6 months before the outbreak of the pandemic organized a series of 4 role-playing simulations of a corona pandemic with very high-ranking participants. Event 201 was a simulation of a corona pandemic conducted by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the World Economic Forum, the World Economic Forum, and Johns Hopkins University in October 2019. And I am going to pull up the Event 201 page from 2019. Just let me finish reading this article. Participants from the private and public sectors were presented with a scenario, not unlike the one that has unfolded in reality, and discussed what needed to be done. There are official videos of the 4 meetings and a best of video scenario presentation and discussion by the participants who are members of a pandemic control council in the role play. It is true that if little less emphasis had been placed on opinion manipulation, more attention could have been paid to health and economic policy. One of the 4 meetings was entirely devoted to this, but health and economic policies did get discussed. Gates can hardly have forgotten that. The video on control of public opinion is the most interesting one, as it helps to put in perspective the efforts in this regard, which we are currently experiencing. One participant tells us that Bill Gates is financing work on algorithms, which comb through the information on social media platforms to make sure that people can trust the information that they find there. And the Chinese participant, the head of the Chinese Center for Disease Control, uses that ways to counter rumors that the virus is man-made. Remember, this exercise took place in October 2019, before the current pandemic broke out. And that's the end of that article. So now let me show you Event 201. This is literally a page from, this is all in collaboration, Johns Hopkins, Bloomberg School of Public Health, World Economic Forum, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. I'm going to copy this. There's the link. Yes, I agree. It's unfucking real. That's a great way to put it. Okay, Event 201. Event 201, the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, in partnership with the World Economic Forum, who we just read The Great Reset from, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the highest banking organization in the world, hosted Event 201, a high-level pandemic exercise on October 18th, 2019 in New York, New York. The exercise illustrated areas where public-private partnerships will be necessary during the response to a severe pandemic in order to diminish large-scale economic and societal consequences. In recent years, the world has seen a growing number of epidemic events, amounting to approximately 200 events annually. These events are increasing, and they are disruptive to health, economies, and society. Managing these events already strains global capacity, even absent of a pandemic threat. Wait a minute. Guys, that's not yours. This is yours. Okay? In recent years, the world has seen a go, blah, blah, blah. The events are increasing. They are disruptive to health, economies, and societies. Managing these events already strains global capacity, even absent a pandemic threat. Experts agree that it is only a matter of time before one of these epidemics becomes global, a pandemic with potentially catastrophic consequences. A severe pandemic, which becomes Event 201, would require reliable cooperation among several industries, national governments, and key international institutions. So that, y'all, is Event 201, which happened back in October 2019, shortly before the pandemic became a pandemic and we got into the housing crisis and unhoused crisis that we are in today. Lastly, I want to share here we go. What one? No, that's not what I wanted. Oops, sorry guys. One sec. Here we go. World Government Summit. Are we ready for a new world order? Y'all, this was literally a talk bit at the World Government Summit. Okay, this just happened. Okay, no, this one's from wait a minute. This just because the one I just saw. Let me pull this one up. This one's from 2022. They also are doing one right now. Let me pull it up. One sec. No way. Here, let me pick another one. One sec. Yeah, okay. So that was last year's. Wait a minute. Is that what it was? It was just no way. It was definitely the 2023 one. It was current. Damn it. Let me try this. Wait a minute. Let me try this. I didn't put the year in. Hi, TJ. It's Tej. It's TJ. Hi, Tej. Hi, Tej. Wait a minute. Hi, baby. What are you doing? Okay. Can you not? Thank you. See? Oh, damn it. Okay, wait a minute. Let me pull this up on my Twitter. Can you please leave my tea bag alone? Thank you. Let me go on Twitter. Wait a minute. Let me pull up my Twitter. Let me check it right here. Oh, it's not trending anymore. Damn it. Of course it's not. Okay. Maybe it is from last year. And maybe that the. Oh, thank you so much. I just retweeted this. Okay. Wait a minute. Maybe it is from last year. I'm confused. Today I saw New World Order trending. And oh, Mark, well, it's okay. You can always replay what you missed. Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here, guys. So what was I? Let me pull up. Okay, maybe what I was seeing was a post from the New World Order, that summit, the World Government Summit earlier this year. And that's why it was trending, because the 2023 one is coming up. So let me see the New World. So there was literally an Are We Ready for a New World Order segment at the World Government Summit 2022 that happened earlier this year. Okay. I think I got my ducks in a row. Considerable attention recently has been drawn to the World Economic Forum's Great Reset initiative, which regards the COVID-19 pandemic as an opportunity to accelerate the globalist objective of increasingly exchanging national sovereignty for international governance. A lesser-known entity, the starkly named World Government Summit, met this week in the ultra-modern Gulf Emirate, Dubai, which is part of the United Arab Emirates. Its 2022 meeting opened Wednesday with British journalist and CNN Abu Dhabi-based anchor Becky Anderson asking, "Are we ready for a new world order?" Anderson said, "The organizers here are nothing if not ambitious for tackling the subject, warning that the world has hit an inflection point. We are certainly living in a unique age of uncertainty and volatility in global affairs," she said, referring to the twilight zone that was the pandemic. She described the objective of the opening discussion. In the US-led multilateral system created post-World War II to manage international relations so that the world would never see and experience the same chaos and disorder of a world war, is it anything like fit for purpose? Anderson asked. And if not, what is the alternative? On its website, the World Government Summit Organization described itself as a global, neutral, nonprofit organization dedicated to shaping the future of governments. It was founded in 2013 by Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and the ruler of Dubai. The summit and its various activities explores the agenda of the next generation of governments, focusing on harnessing innovation and technology to solve universal challenges facing humanity. The website description states, the organization says that since its inception, it has championed the mission of shaping future governments and creating a better future for humanity. The 7 previous annual meetings of the summit have successfully established a new model to collaborate on an international playing field to inspire and enable the next generation of governments. The summit now is poised to scale newer heights of excellence and inclusivity. Themes at the inaugural meeting in 2013 included building citizen trust in governmental entities, social media as a tool for civic engagement, and private-public sector partnerships. Among the speakers featured at past summits was President Barack Obama, WEF founder Klaus Schwab, UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, and billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk. Biden, a new world order, and we've got to lead it. At a meeting earlier this month in Washington of the Business Roundtable lobbying organization, President Biden used the term New World Order as he discussed the Russian invasion of Ukraine and major changes taking place globally. Biden used this phrase himself. Now is a time when things are shifting. There's going to be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it. And we've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it. Biden said that himself. The Independent newspaper of London reported Biden has inadvertently drawn the attention of conspiracy theorists with remarks he made at the end of a speech about the implications of Russia's assault on Ukraine. The paper said the New World Order conspiracy theory dates back decades. The British stated that the theory holds that a nefarious elite led by the United Nations and other shadowy forces is planning to install a single transnational global government via the use of force, possibly with the involvement of U.S. agencies, including the Federal Emergency Management Agency, which some believe is preparing to put Americans in concentration camps. Well, Americans, there's plenty of people in concentration camps right now in the United States, and we are actively committing genocide still against Black, brown, and indigenous people, and now trans people. So, and especially Black trans women. So I don't see the lie. Ooh. Anyways, hey, it's okay. No, sorry. He just growled. One sec. Hey, don't growl at your sister. Lay down. Lay down. Thank you. Good boy. Don't growl at your sister. Excuse me, Teach. Excuse me, Teach. I love you. Where was I? However, regardless of what Biden meant when he used the term, his administration is an advocate of the World Economic Forum adopting its term, Build Back Better, which captures the idea of a great reset of capitalism in the world order in the aftermath of the pandemic. After the November 2020 election, WND reported former Secretary of State John Kerry and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said in a WEF panel that a Joe Biden presidency would help propel the Great Reset plan. The notion of a reset is more important than ever before, Kerry said. I personally believe we're at the dawn of an extremely exciting time. Kerry, who has since been appointed Biden's climate czar, said the rejoining of the Paris Climate Accord by Biden would help drive the Great Reset. But rejoining Paris is not enough, Kerry said. The Biden administration will focus on every sector of the American economy, he said. There will be a 2035 goal to achieve net neutrality with respect to power and production. Kerry said the U.S. is ready to come back in and help to lead and raise the ambition in Glasgow to accelerate this incredible capacity for transformation in the private sector. Private sector, y'all. We will own nothing. No public sector at all. Last June, the White House published a statement announcing Biden was set to meet with G7 leaders to discuss ways to forego a more fair, sustainable, and inclusive global economy that meets the unique challenges of our time. Among the White House initiatives towards that end is pushing for a global minimum tax on multinational corporations of at least 15%. Capitalism, as we have known it, is dead. Fact checkers have dismissed the Great Reset conspiracy theory, but WEF founder and executive chairman Klaus Schwab made it clear in June 2020 that the COVID-19 pandemic should be exploited as an opportunity to advance the globalist agenda promoted by his Davos conference, which have pushed for numerous proposals, such as the worldwide carbon tax to redistribute wealth and shift sovereignty from nation states to global entities. Schwab wrote that the world must act jointly and swiftly to revamp all aspects of our societies and economies, from education to social contracts and working conditions, and bring about a great reset of capitalism. At the 2021 Davos meeting, a Fortune 500 CEO affirmed WEF's assertion that capitalism as we have known it is dead. A new world order based on solidarity. Let me see how much longer this is. Okay. 1 year ago, Pope Francis called for a new world order in a book titled God and the World to Come. He described the new order as a shift from financial speculation, fossil fuels, and military buildup to a green economy based on inclusiveness. God. After the coronavirus pandemic, the Pope said in an excerpt of the book released by the Vatican, "The world will never be the same again." Francis said justice can be healed by building a new world order based on solidarity, studying innovative methods to eradicate bullying, poverty, and corruption, with all working together, each for their own part, without delegating and passing the buck. He said the world can no longer blindly accept inequalities and disruptions to the environment. The path to humanity's salvation passes through the creation of a new model of development and unquestionably focuses on coexistence among people in harmony with creation, he said. Francis said the dominant speculative mentality of the global financial system must be reestablished with the soul to reduce the gap between those who have access to credit and those who do not. Hey, leave him alone. God damn it. Get on the bed. Get on the bed. Lay down. Logan, leave him alone. Get on the bed. Lay down. Lay down. Thank you. It is time to remove social injustice and marginalization, he said. If we seize the current trial as an opportunity, we can prepare for tomorrow under the banner of human fraternity, to which there is no alternative, because without an overall vision, there will be no future for anyone. Oh my God. In his third encyclical in 2020, the Pope declared the coronavirus pandemic proved that the magic theories of market capitalism have failed and the world needs new systems that promote equality and unity. Francis asserted it should be clear that it is not enough to refine existing systems. He charged that the perverse global economic system keeps the poor on the margins while enriching the few. He opposes a right to property for individuals contending a social purpose and common good must come from sharing the earth's resources. Sounds like communism. In November 2018, as WND reported, progressive filmmaker Michael Moore claimed Francis told him capitalism is a sin and urged Moore to continue making his left-leaning documentaries. And that is if we're ready for a new world order. Oh, there we go. We're back. Sorry about that, guys. Oops, sorry. Seems like a feint. A dog should disguise the real moves that are coming. Could be. I don't know. I need my notes, but I need my notes, little guy. Can I get my notes? Should I disturb the kitten? I need my notes. Can I put you on my lap? Can I put you on Mama's lap? Lay on my lap, baby. It's okay, baby. No, you can't get on the keyboard. No, you can't get on the keyboard. No. Okay. Can you sit? No, you can't get on my notes. No, you can't get on my notes. No. Fine, bite me. That's fine. Okay. So, where was I in my notes? The average rent for Americans is $1,326 per month. The average asking rent is currently about $1,900, with single family homes averaging $2,018 per month, and a typical apartment costs $1,659 per month. The average cost for a one-bedroom apartment is $1,776 per month, which is a 23.9% increase from June 2020. Wow, 9 viewers. This is a new record. We are talking about if you missed some of this and you're just joining us, we just kind of talked about the Great Reset, the New World Order, and Event 201 that has happened that has in some ways led us to the unhoused and housing crisis that we're currently in. Oh my God, we've already done this for an hour. Oh my God, guys, I'm sorry. This is going to be, I'm probably not going to share my personal experience tonight. I knew this was going to be a long episode, but like, I'm not even, I mean, I only have a little bit left, but I need to eat dinner soon. It's okay. Hey, sorry, I was listening earlier, but I couldn't type. Sorry, I heard you talking. Oh, hello. Thank you so much for being here, Nikki. No, you're fine. Thank you so much for commenting. And holy shit, guys, leave your siblings alone. Lay down. No, I don't want to hear it. No. Bella Jean. Yeah, I'm going to have to go soon because the pups are getting antsy. I'm going to have to feed them soon. So this is going to be, we're going to call it a night soon. But this has been a great episode. Stay right there. So, what was I going to say? Bella Jean, I need you to lay down. Bella Jean. Seriously? Seriously. This is what I get. I really need to, since we've gotten a yard, I really haven't been walking them as much because there's 3 of them and I can really only walk 2 at a time. But that's no excuse. I need to start walking them 2 at a time. I'll take up turns with Bella. No, don't. I was talking about you. Lay down. Lay down. We need to exercise them more because we got to burn off some of that puppy energy. Yeah, I'm talking about you too. Yeah, I am. Yes, misbehaving doggies. Really, this is my life. Misbehaving doggies and kitties all the time. All the time. No, I shouldn't say that. 80% of the time, they're angels. 20% of the time, they're demons of chaos. But I love them, and I wouldn't change a thing. Bella, Jean, I swear to Christ, I need you to lay down. Yep, guys, we're going to have to call it a night soon. Bella, Jean, I need you to lay down. Here, you have your bone. You have your bone right here. Good girl. Good girl. Don't move. Oh, my God. All right, guys, we're going to have to call it a night soon. The pups are getting really antsy. We have already really almost done this for an hour and a half, which is usually they rest for like, yeah, that's how I'm going to have to get back in shape with all the exercising. Yes, and we're going to definitely have to do walks because we got to burn off some of that energy. It will be great. I just got to bundle up now that it's getting cold, and we'll go on a nice walk in our new neighborhood. It will be great. We'll do it tomorrow. I promise. I promise. I promise. I miss having my own dog. My dad raised. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's life-changing. Definitely life-changing. My life has changed how many times? I have 6 animals. Just keeps changing and getting better each one, but it's a little overwhelming, I'll admit, at times. But I love them very much, and I feel very blessed and lucky to have all my babies, especially, dogs and cats, because why choose? I love them. I love them both. I just love all animals. Anyways, so there has been a 23.9% increase in rent from June 2020. So within the past 2.5 years, rent has skyrocketed 23.9%. That is insane. That is insane. Because when you think about how the minimum wage has not changed since 2009, and that's $7.25. And, some states, the minimum wage is $15. Even that isn't a living wage right now, not with inflation, not with corporate greed and price gouging that's currently happening. That is not enough. And our leaders gave up on the fight for 15 because they told us, we need it for something else. We need to wait and hold out this vote for something else. They don't give a fuck about us, y'all. Like, I admit, I was fooled by the fraud squad. I admit, many of us were. Just own it and accept it and move the fuck on and accept they don't give a fuck about you. I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but really, sooner the better, because we're literally like dying here. People are dying. Thousands of people are dying every day in the United States alone from whether it be the conditions because they don't have safe housing, or because they don't have access to health care, and they're dying because of now the pandemic or any other co-occurring condition with it. This shit's insane. So which brings me to an interesting statistic about what the number one cause of homelessness is, particularly for women, which is domestic violence. That I thought was very interesting because I guess that was something I hadn't considered before, was the rate, and especially if so many people who are unhoused are single individuals. I wonder how many of those percentage of single individuals are women. And then again, that percentage of families, which are women and their children escaping an abuser, or I shouldn't just say that. Well, we are talking about women, but families can also be, I don't want to just say women can never be abusers. But we are talking about how domestic violence is, particularly for women, the number one cause of homelessness. So I wish I could see it. For the love of Christ, Logan August, come here. No. Bella Jean, no. Go. You guys are really bugging me. You guys are really getting on my nerves. Come on. Get on the bed. On the bed. Go. All right, guys. We're about to call it a night. I'm almost through my notes. Lay down. Bella. I'm at my wit's end with them. Oh my God. Yeah, and women stay in relationships they don't want to be in just so they can have a place to live. Great point. Even if it isn't abusive. Great point. Bella Jean, lay down. Lay down right now. Lay down. Stop. Stay. Oh my God, guys, I'm sorry. They're up. They are awake. And they're up from their naps. I'm almost through my notes though. Yeah, they're not listening. They're just like, Mom, fuck you, feed us. Like, what the fuck are you doing right now? Like, this is dinner time. It is dinner time. So that's probably why they're up. Do it. Self-care. Love it. We love animals. Do it. Oh, so for it. And cats are definitely underrated because, dogs are a lot of work. Let's be real. Dogs are a lot of work. Cats are a good amount of work too, but they are more independent. And it's yeah. Oh my God. Just cats are amazing too. Zulu. Thank you. Yeah. Cats are really fun. Dogs and cats are really fun. Dogs are really fun. I've heard rabbits are great. I would love a duck or chicken. I would love to eventually be on a farm with horses. That's the dream. Like I said earlier, we could fix all our problems except the rich say no. Yes, the dogs ain't listening. Hell yeah. Bella Jean is especially not listening. They're calm right now. I don't want to jinx it though. So let's just get through this and then I'll go feed them. I'm just going to focus. I'm not going to look at them. Seriously, Liv, I really appreciate your home-based researches. Thank you. No problem. I'm glad that helped. No problem. Excuse me, we got, really sad. We're supposed to give another 37 billion to Ukraine, which makes it 91 billion to Ukraine. And we still don't have healthcare, universal healthcare. People are still sleeping on the streets. People are still dying of COVID and lack of access to healthcare, and lack of access to affordable housing. Yeah, it's just disgusting. But we're giving money to Nazis in Ukraine, guys. How does that help you and your families? You're telling me helping the Nazis doesn't help you guys? I'm shocked. I'm shook. Anyways, yes, love it. Let me know when you do. Oh my God, 10 viewers. We got back down to 9. This is still a new high though. This is amazing. I love them. Yep. Oh my God, I would love a goat. Oh my God, goats seem so cool. They seem so, what's the word I'm looking for? Ungovernable. I would love a farm with some goats too. I would absolutely love to rescue some goats. Okay, guys, let me just get through the rest of this and then I gotta go feed the babies. And maybe it's late, it's dark. I don't know if I'm going on a walk now, but I gotta do something with them to get that energy out. Gotta do something. Next, okay, I have 3 bullets left. So as I just mentioned, and we kind of just talked about, the number one cause of homelessness is domestic violence, particularly for women. wow, the number one cause of homelessness for families is number one, lack of affordable housing, two, unemployment, three, poverty, and four, low wages. And approximately 1/3 of the unhoused in America have a serious mental health condition. And consumer prices are up 9.1% over the year ended June 2022, which is the largest increase in 40 years. So inflation rates have gone up over 9.1%, which is the largest increase in over 40 years. So our rate of pay is not being parallel with the rate of consumer prices and the rate to fucking live. We are not getting compensated fairly for that. And they are absolutely loving that, because that means they can get more of us living on the street, and they can get us into the suites and the encampment suites, and then arrest you and put you in prison and profit off your free. Like, those are my cats. No. I'll be right back. Guys, thank you for staying. It's just the cats. It's just the cats. Logan, August. Logan, get up here. Logan, August. Come on. Come on. Bella, come on. Logan, August, get your bum up here. Come on. And with that note, guys, I'm probably going to close it down because these kids are insane. Logan, August, come here right now. It was just the cats on the bed. Bella Jean, you too. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm calling it a night. Okay, you guys happy? You win. You win. Mom's done. Okay. Yep. We got to wrap up things, guys. People justifiably criticize Putin for treating it cheer little nuts. Yeah. Oops. The rich have always loved them some Nazis, kindred spirits. So many Nazis are still in power. So yeah, that's crazy. U.S. retail workers are grossly overworked and grossly underpaid. Great point. All service workers in America are. Yes, we're going to wrap things up. We have already done over an hour and a half stream. You're welcome, Ware. So good to see you, Xavier. You're welcome, Ware. Thank you for being here. Thank you all. I'm going to go feed these little demons. I will be doing another live stream later this week. I've done a lot lately. I want to give myself a little pat on the shoulder. I've done really well lately. I have been on top of the streaming. Thank you, Mark. Cheers, all in solidarity. Please comment here or DM me directly. Bella, I swear to God. Please comment here or DM me directly on Twitter, which is also my Venmo. And tell me about a topic you'd like me to do a stream on. So I swear to God. Logan, lay down. Logan, lay down. Leave him alone. Bella? Okay, guys. I'm about to lose it. All right, everyone. I hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. I love all of you and appreciate all of you so much. I will hit you guys with another stream very soon. Please like and subscribe to my channel so you can get notifications of when we're going live next. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you. Bye. Have a great night. Bye.